सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय। 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 ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। So for the next 5 days, we are going to discuss the first Valli of second chapter. So in Kathopanishad we have 2 chapters. The first chapter has 3 Vallis. Vallis means sections. First chapter has 3 sections. Second chapter has 3 sections. So we are going to discuss the first section of the second chapter. Swamiji, what about the first chapter? The first chapter, before coming here, I had in detail almost 34 hours of class. It has been covered. So by then what happened? I could not continue the class. So therefore, it was left incomplete. So I thought, let me complete this. So all those talks are available. It's on YouTube. You can go to Chinmaya Mission Mangalore channel. It's all there. So therefore, now you don't have to worry at all. Because this Valli is almost independent. You don't have to depend on all those talks to understand this. So therefore, take your own time to listen to all those talks. Right. So now we are going to discuss in these 5 days, we are going to discuss the first section of the second chapter. In Gurudev's book, it is mentioned as 4th section, 4th Valli. Right. So before beginning, there is an invocation prayer which Bhagavan Shankaracharya writes before starting the commentary on this Upanishad. So we will chant this. It is not there in your book. It is a Sanskrit one, which is present only in the commentary. So just repeat once. Om Namo Bhagavate Vaivasvataya Mrityave Brahma Vidyacharyaya Nachiketasecha. Yes, by writing this line, Bhagavan Shankaracharya writes the commentary. So what is said here? Om Namo Bhagavate, my prostration unto the Lord. Who is the Lord here? Vaivasvataya Mrityave. So here the teacher is Lord Yamaraj. So Vaivasvata. Vaivasvata means son of Vivaswan. Who is Vivaswan? Sun God. Where did you hear this term? 4th chapter, isn't it? 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Imam Vivasvate Yogam. I gave this knowledge to Sun God. So Vaivasvata means this Yamaraj happened to be Surya Putra. So to that Yamaraj, Mrityave, who is he here? Brahma Vidyacharyaya. Who is the Acharya of Brahma Vidya? My prostrations. And also Nachiketasecha, my prostration to this ideal student of Upanishad. Who is the student here? Nachiketas. My prostration to Nachiketas also. So this happens to be the only Upanishad where Bhagavan Shankaracharya is prostrating even to the student. Because Nachiketa shows all those qualifications necessary for gaining this self-knowledge. Right. So now we will start with the first verse. So what is this Valli all about? What is this section all about, which we are going to cover in 5 days? So the topics covered are, number 1, why is it that we find self-knowledge difficult? This topic is covered. What is the mistake we are all committing because of which we are not able to gain this knowledge. Number two, this section very clearly says that every one of us can gain this knowledge. It is wrong to say that this particular gender or caste or creed or nationality or ashrama. No, everyone is fit. Whichever profession you may be. It is not necessary that you have to be a sannyasi only, then you can. No, everyone is fit. So if you see the techniques given, in this section, lot of techniques are discussed. Lot of meditation techniques are discussed. And if you see these techniques, you will come to know that every one of us can practice it at any time. It's not that you have to sit early in the morning. No. Throughout the day you can practice this. Such techniques are discussed in this section. A very practical section it is. Something which all of us can do. And then in this section, it is also discussed how alert we must be, and also what are the benefits of gaining this self-knowledge. Whatever we do, we need to have some benefit, isn't it? Without benefit, nobody will put forth effort. What are the benefits? When we gain this knowledge, how are we benefited? So this topic is also covered. Right, so there are totally 15 verses. So we'll be covering these 15 verses in these 5 days. Right, so now first verse. If you have the book, it is page number 191. First, maybe yours is old one. Okay. Right. Is it clear here? On the screen also we have put. And the sheets are also there. Right. So repeat once. Paranchikhani vyatranat swayambhu tasmat parang pashyati nantaratman kaschid dhirah pratyagatmanamaikshat avritta chakshuhu amritatvamichan. Together. Paranchikhani vyatranat swayambhu tasmat parang pashyati nantaratman kaschid dhirah pratyagatmanamaikshat avritta chakshuhu amritatvamichan. Yes. Swayambhu. Swayambhu. Swayambhu means what? Swayam bhavati iti swayambhu. The one who is self-born. Bhu, the one who is born. Swayam, by himself, means what? The Lord. So this is one of the name of the Lord. Swayambhu. Swayambhu. So if this question is asked, who is the father and mother of the Lord? So what is the answer? He is Swayambhu. He is causeless cause. And because he is causeless cause, the one who has no cause, he is birthless. And therefore, he is anadi, beginningless. Right? Swayambhu, the Lord of the universe. Here Bhagavan Shankaracharya defined this Swayambhu. Parameshwaraha Swayameva Swatantraha Bhavati Sarvada. The one who is always free. Swatantraha. Freedom is his nature. Na parantatantraha iti. He is never bound. He is free from all limitations, conditionings, imperfections. Swayambhu. So this is the name of the Lord. Okay, what did this Lord do? Vyatranat. He destroyed. He destroyed, killed, annihilated. Himsitavan, hananam kritavan, killed. What did this Lord kill? Khani. Khani means sense organs. What is the nature of these sense organs? Paranchi, extroverted. Paranchi khani. So what is the statement? Swayambhuhu paranchi khani vyatranat. This is the sentence. The Lord destroyed the sense organs. Now what does it mean? So here we need some guidance to understand what is written here. What actually it means. So first, let us see these terms. So the terms used for sense organs, what is the term used? Khani is used. So we have to understand why this, how did this term come? So see, kham means space. Kham means akasha, space. So that which is born out of space is called khani. That which is derived from space. Now naturally a question comes, how can sense organs be derived from space? By the way, what are the sense organs? What are the sense organs? So when we say sense organs, there are two types. What are they? Jnanendriyani, karmendriyani. Organs of knowledge, they are called as jnanendriyas. Organs of actions, they are called as karmendriyas. So what are the jnana indriyas? The organs of knowledge, based on which we gain this knowledge of this world. What are the jnana indriyas? First one, so just use this term, Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. The knowledge that we gain from this world is Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. Shabda means what? Sound. So how do we hear sound? So which is the organ of gaining the knowledge related to sound? Ears. Organ of hearing. Shrotrendriya. Shabda. Sparsha, the organ of what you call as touch, which is the skin. Shabda, sparsha, rupa. Rupa means form. So how do we gain this knowledge? From the eyes. The eyes, they are the organ of seeing, sight. Shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa. Rasa means what? Taste. Tongue. Gandha, smell. So, what you call? Organ of smelling, it is nose. So, these are the 5 organs of knowledge. Jnana indriyas. So, through these organs, we gain the knowledge from the world. Then, what are the organs of action? So, those organs with which we perform action in the world is called karmendriya. So, in the language of computer, input device, output device. What is input device? Gaining knowledge from the world. How does the computer gain knowledge from the world? They are called as input device. What are the functions the computer does in the world? They are through output device. So, what are the karmendriyas? Hands, legs, tongue, speech. 3, genital organ and anus. So 5 karmendriyas. So panchajnanendriyas, panchakarmendriyas, they are together called as sense organs. Indriyas. Together. So here khani means karmendriyas plus jnanendriyas. Now the question is, kham means space. So all these 10 organs, 5 plus 5, they have come from space. So how will you answer this? So here That is why we say, before studying Upanishad, we should study the Prakarana Granthas. So all this is beautifully answered in Tattvabodha. I will just briefly go through the whole thing. So what does Tattvabodha say? From the space, what came next? Air. From Akashat Vayu Sambhudha. From space came air. So this is the way the whole creation happened. So first space, after that air, after that fire, after that water, after that earth. So you will always find that creation happens and that movement is always from the subtle to the gross, from the sukshma to the sthula. So in the space there is only one property, the property of Shabda. In air there are two properties. What are they? Shabda and Sparsha. You can feel it also. Next is Agni. You will find three properties. Shabda, Sparsha and Rupa. You can see the fire. Air you cannot see, but fire you can see. See how from the subtle it is coming to the gross. After fire, water. Not only you can see, you can taste also. Fire you cannot taste. So one more property is added. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa. And the final one, earth. It has got smell also. No, Swamiji, our water also has got smell. No, that smell is of some earth element. Pure water has no smell. So this is the way the whole description is given of how these elements are formed. So from the space came air, from air to fire, fire to water, water to earth. Now, what does Tattvabodha say? Where did space come from? Where did space come from? So it is said there, from Trigunatmika Maya. Yes or no? Yes, from Maya came space. Now, what is the nature of Maya? It has got three gunas. What are the three gunas? Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. So whatever is born from Maya will have all these three properties, isn't it? Just like from the mud, if you have made a mud pot, so that pot will be that of mud only. So whatever that quality is there in the parent, that quality will come to the child also. Whatever quality is there in the cause, it will come in the effect also. There is a relationship. So this space is coming from Maya. Maya has got three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. So therefore all these elements also must have the three gunas. So the space will have three gunas. So what does the description say? The sattvic aspect of space, they go on to become which Jnanendriya? Shabda. So Shrotrendriya. The sattvic aspect of space, they go to become Shrotrendriya. The sattvic aspect of, what is the next one? Air, they go to become Sparsha, Tvak, skin. The sattvic aspect of, next one, fire, it goes on to become, yes, organ of seeing. The sattvic aspect of, next one, water, they go to become Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, taste. And the sattvic aspect of earth, they go to become Gandha, organ of smell. So Jnanendriyas come from the respective sattvic amsha of that particular element. In the same way, the rajasic aspect of these five elements, they go to become the karmendriyas. So rajasic aspect of space, what does it become? Which karmendriya? Speech. Speech, yes. The rajasic aspect of the next element, air, it goes to become Shabda, Sparsha, hands, Pani. the air, rajasic aspect of air, they go to become pani. Rajasic aspect of, what is the next element? Very confusing. Water, it goes to become pani, pada, legs. Yes. A fire, it goes to become legs. And the rajasic aspect of water, they go to become the genital. The rajasic aspect of this earth, they go to become the anus. So this is the way Tattva Bodha describes. So the whole discussion, what is the purpose of discussing the whole thing? That Jnanendriyas and Karmendriyas, they have come from Kham space. That is why the name given here is Khani. Clear? Yes. So see, that one word has so much of explanation. If you directly enter into Upanishad, you will never understand what is happening here. So that is why these Prakarana Granthas are written by these compassionate masters. So that study of this Upanishad becomes clear. So coming back, so Swayambhu, that Lord, what has he done? Destroyed these sense organs. That's what is being said. And what is the nature of these sense organs? Khani. What is its nature? So an adjective is given to this word khani. That adjective is paranchi. Paranchi means what? Parak gacchanti. Anchanti gacchanti. That which is outgoing, going out. This is the nature of all the sense organs. So here mainly we are talking of Jnanendriyas. Because we are talking of knowledge. The whole of Upanishad we are discussing knowledge. So here we are talking of Jnanendriyas. So what is the nature of organs of knowledge? Eyes, ears, etc. What is their nature? Their nature is they go out. So the sense organs, as though they go out, gain the knowledge and come back and give this knowledge to this Jivatma, the possessor of this Indriya. They go out, gain the knowledge and gives it to the Jivatma. So every time you have to go to the world. And what is the knowledge? Which knowledge is given? The worldly knowledge is given. The whole worldly knowledge can be summarized into Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. So what is the nature of these sense organs? They are paranchi. This khani is nothing but paranchi. Paranchi khani. So what did Swayambhu do? The Lord? Vyatrunat. Now what does it mean? God destroyed the sense organs. This is the literal meaning. What does it mean? What it means is, the sense organs are supposed to give us true knowledge, but what are the sense organs doing? So the Upanishad is telling, actually what these sense organs are giving you is not knowledge at all. It is illusion only. Lord has literally destroyed the sense organs. Means what? Now it is no more able to give you the true knowledge. The so-called knowledge given by the sense organs is not knowledge at all. It is ignorance alone. The Lord has made these sense organs perverted. Now the so-called knowledge given by them is not knowledge. It is a distorted knowledge. It is an illusory knowledge. It is not knowledge at all. This is what is the meaning. What are these sense organs supposed to do? They are supposed to give us knowledge. But the Upanishad is saying, the knowledge given by the sense organs, they are not knowledge. It is ignorance. This is the meaning. And in this sense, Lord has killed these sense organs. Meaning what? When do we say a device is destroyed? When the device is not able to function what it is supposed to, then we say that device is not functioning, isn't it? What should be the function of sense organs, Jnanendriyas? Its function is to give us knowledge. Now what is said here is, it is not giving you knowledge. It has been destroyed. Right. Tasmat, therefore, see the second line. Parang pashyati. These sense organs, because God has designed them that way, parang pashyati. They are constantly turned outward. Parak means outward. Na antaratman. They are not turned inward. The senses, they are by nature, they are turned outward because God has designed that way. They will only be turned outward. And therefore, they will never be able to see what is inside. What is inside? Antaratman is inside. The inner self is inside. These sense organs, they are not able to see that. Because they are turned outward. But Bhagavan, what is the problem? Let it be turned outward. What is the problem with this? Now see, the sense organs are looking out. What is the kind of knowledge gained by the sense organs? When you look into the world out, what do you see? With these sense organs, when you analyze yourself, who you are, who I am, with these sense organs, if I start self-analysis, self-inquiry with these sense organs, what will be the conclusion I will derive? So the sense organs are looking into the world, and the final conclusion will be, everything in this world is perishable. Yes or no? What about me? I am also perishable. You see, this is the knowledge which the sense organs will give me. If I use the sense organs to know myself, what will the sense organs come and tell me? I am a mortal being. Is it right knowledge or wrong knowledge? Upanishad is saying it is absolutely wrong. This knowledge which the sense organ is giving me, my own sense organs, they go out, they analyze and give me a particular knowledge about myself. What is the knowledge? I am a mortal being. I am going to die someday or the other. This is what the sense organs will tell me. The eyes will look at my body and say that this is you. Correct? The skin will say, within this you are able to know yourself, outside you are not. So therefore, the boundary, the skin, within that you are limited. Yes or no? The pain is within the body. There is no pain outside this body. Therefore, the conclusion is, you are this body. When this body was born, you came into existence. Therefore, when I see others, the moment they die, when the body dies, they are also not available for transaction. So therefore, they die with the body. Therefore, I also will die with this body. How did you come to this conclusion? You came to this conclusion by using your paranchikhani, your sense organs. You see the conclusion. What is the Upanishad saying? Whatever your sense organ is telling you, everything is wrong. It is not knowledge at all. It is pure ignorance. Right. Tasmat parang pashyati na antaratman. These sense organs, they are by nature turned outward. Therefore, they will never be able to see the antaratman, which is immortal. So therefore, if you live a life totally trusting your sense organs, which majority of us are living this way only, 99.9999% of the people, whom do we trust? Our sense organs. These sense organs are turned outward. So therefore, this person will never know what is inside. he will only know what is outside. And based on the knowledge of the sense organs, my understanding about myself will be, I am mortal. I am a decaying, dying being. Death is the final truth about myself. This will be the conclusion you will arrive at if you trust your sense organs. But majority of the people live this way. But very, very, very rare few. Kaschid dhira. See the term, kaschid, very rare. A rare fraction of people. Who are they? Dhira. They have dhi. Understand? Dhira doesn't mean a courageous person. Dhir, Veer, Shur, Parakrami. No. In Sanskrit, dhira means the one who has dhi. Dhi means what? Buddhi. Wise people. Kaschit, they are very rare. In the society, they are very, very, very rare. Kaschit dhira. What do? Amrutatvam icchan. They have a great desire. Desire for what? Amrutatvam. Immortality. Desiring immortality. How did they desire immortality? Remember, immortality is something which all of us desire. But those who are not exposed to scriptures, they don't know that there is a way to attain immortality. That's all. Desire is there in all of us. I want to live forever and ever and ever. This desire is there in all of us. I don't want to die. I want to exist as long as possible. This desire is there. But we don't find any means to attain this desire. But those rare few people who are exposed to the scriptures, who have approached the teachers from the Guru and Shastra, they have come to know that there is a way to attain that immortality. So therefore, there is a desire to attain that immortal state. Amrutatvam icchan. Desiring that. What did they do? Avritta chakshuhu. They don't follow the ways of the senses. They follow just the opposite. What is it? Not going out, but going in. Do you need sense organs to go in? No. Sense organs are not needed. Just like when the flight is flying, wheels are needed? No. The wheels are pulled back. On the runway, yes, wheels are needed. But once the flight takes off, after that it withdraws. So that is called avritta chakshu. Withdrawing all the sense organs. Not just eyes, sense organs. Right, avritta chakshu. How did they get this technique to look within? Of course, scriptures, where else? Guru and Shastra. So these wise people, dhira, kaschit, they are very few. Amrutattvamichan, desiring immortality. They know that there is a way to attain it. This technique is mentioned in the scriptures. So they look within avritta chakshu. Fine, they look within, but do they get or not? Of course they get it. Pratyagatmanam aikshat, they saw. They saw means, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, he sees. Don't worry about the tense, past tense, present tense, etc. in Vedic literature. Aikshat actually means he saw. But then Shankaracharya corrects it. He saw means he sees. He sees pashyati. What does he see? Pratyak atmanam. He sees his own inner self. And what is the nature of the self? Of course, amrutatvam is the nature. Right. So what is the essence of this verse? Anyone who follows the senses, they go out. They are cheated. What will be their experience? mortality will be their experience. But if you want to know the Lord, there is no other way. You have to look within. And where is the Lord seated? Pratyak Atma is. Pratyak means inner self. It is a very I in us. Atma means I. Pratyak Atma. I. That Lord Swayambhu is shining in the hearts of everyone as I am. I am. I am. That I in its purest form is that Bhagavan himself. The purpose of life is to attain this state of infinity, immortality, perfection, bliss. Satchit Ananda is the Swarupa of this I. But because we don't have anyone to guide us, what is the mistake we do? Instead of becoming Avritta Chakshuhu, looking within, where is our attention? Outside. After looking out, what is the conclusion we derive about ourselves? I am a mortal, imperfect, limited, miserable being. Right? Tell me one person in this world who is extroverted and who is happy. Impossible. Impossible. Because your nature is infinity, you will not be happy till you gain that state. Your nature is immortality. Till you attain that state, you cannot be happy because that is your nature. Right? We are searching for perfection. We are searching for immortality. We are searching for happiness. Where are we searching? Outside. Where is it present? Inside. This is the essence of this verse. Right? Anyone who is searching outside will never get it. We have no choice but to search it inside. That famous story of that old lady searching for the needle. What is the story? I hope you know. So this lady, old lady, was searching for her lost needle. Where was she searching? She was searching in the street under that, street light. So one person came. Amma, what are you searching? I lost my needle. Okay. That person also started searching. Another person came because there is road, public road. Amma, what are you searching? It's not American road. Huh? In American road, nobody will be there. Only cars will be going. It's an Indian road. So, Amma, what are you searching? I've lost my needle. So many people started searching. Then one sensible person asked, Amma, where did you lose it? I lost it in my hut. If you have lost in your hut, why are you searching here? No, there is no light. Here there is light, so I am searching. The point is, where have we lost happiness? Inside. Where are we searching? Outside. You lose it inside, but you are searching outside. Will you get it? You will never get. I remember this searching is not just one birth. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jathare shayanam. Millions and millions of births we are searching out. So the first verse itself is pointing out where are we wrong? What is the mistake we are committing? The mistake we are committing is we are extroverted. We trust our senses. In one of the places, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says about sense organs. Atma Shabda Vachasya. These sense organs are called our own. But Atmanaha Apakarakasya. What does it do? Not Upakara, but Apakara. It takes us away from ourselves. Takes us out. So our sense organs are our greatest enemy. It takes us away from our own self. Right. Avrta chakshuhu amrtattvamichan kaschit thira. So now in the next verse, Lord Yamaraj is saying about these people. What happens to these people who are extrovert, who trust only their sense organs? What happens to them? Verse number 2. Parachah kaman anuyanti balaha te mrityoryanti vitatasya pasham atha dhira amritatvam viditva dhruvam adhruveshu iha na prarthayante. Parachah kaman anuyanti balaha te mrityoryanti vitatasya pasham atha dhira amritatvam veditva dhruvamadhruveshu ihana prarthayante. Yes. Balaha, childish people, children, balaha. Immature ones, unevolved ones. What do? Parachakaman anuyanti. Anuyanti, they follow. They follow. What do they follow? Parachakaman. All these objects which are desirable, which are outside. The worldly objects. Desirable objects. Kaman means, kamaha means desirable object. It's called kamaha. So, the childish people, immature ones, they follow the desirable objects of the world. And what happens to them? They yanti, they get caught up. They get caught up. Where do they get caught up? Pasham, the snare, the trap, the noose. The noose of what? Mrityoho pasham. It is a trap laid by death. And this is not one trap. Vitatasya. This mrityu has laid, the whole world is full of traps laid by mrityu, death. Vitatasya. Vast, spread everywhere. Vistirnasya sarvataha vyaptasya. Everywhere in this world, this snare is there. This trap is there. Trap laid by whom? Mrityo, of death. So these balaha, the immature ones. Now see the name given, balaha. Comparison is with a child, Now here don't take innocence and purity and all that. You have to understand. Here immature ones are called bala. So what is a common feature? If you see these small children, number one, they don't have knowledge. Number two, they don't have the ability to analyze. And number three, whatever superficially they see, they believe it. They get carried away by the external superficial attractions. This is the nature of a child. It has no knowledge, no ability to analyze. Whatever it sees externally, if it is attractive, it goes. There may be a snake there. The child doesn't know that it is poisonous. What will the child do? Go and catch it. Actually, it is mrityoho vitatasya pasham. Trap of death. But the child goes and catches. You see, there's a pit there. The child doesn't know. It just falls into it. There's a rotating fan there. It will put its finger. No knowledge. Anything attractive, it gets attracted and does something. There's an electric socket there. It will put its finger there. You see? So in the same way, Yamaraj is saying this world is full of traps. And all these traps, it has a potential to kill us. You know these traps laid out for animals? A rat trap. What do you do? Some fried item is put inside. And this rat, it gets attracted by the smell. It comes. How to get this fried pakoda? It is hanging there. It searches. And there's a way. It is so happy. I found the way to this pakoda. And it enters. What is it actually? Mrityo vitatasya pasham it is. It's a trap of death, but it doesn't know. And it enters. The moment it enters and pulls that pakoda, top! Finished. Isn't it? Vitatasya pasham. Why did that rat go inside? Balaha, not dhiraha. Balaha. No knowledge what it is. Gets attracted by the superficial thing. Remember, gets attracted by the paranchi khani. Trapped. This is the way every animal is caught. The monkeys are also caught like that. You know how the monkeys are caught? They say it is something like this. Wherever the monkey come for drinking water, etc., they hang these bottles, it seems. And bottle with the neck, open palm goes inside, closed fist cannot come outside. And what do they put? Some roasted peanuts. And by the smell of the peanut, they are seeing this bottle. It is there. It goes, puts his hand. Now, with the peanut, the hand will not come out. It is trapped there. It can actually leave it and escape. People are coming to catch him. But the fellow doesn't want to leave that peanut. They are all caught. The trap. In the same way, the world is filled with traps. Trap laid by whom? Mrityu. And who fall into these traps? Balaha, the immature ones. And who are these Balaha? People who follow only their paranchi khani, their extroverted senses. They just follow their senses, get into the world, get attracted by the glitz and glamour of the world, the pleasures of the world, the wonderful things of the world. They are not knowing that they are entering into a trap. Who is telling this? Remember, Yamaraj himself is telling this. I have put so much of traps all over the world, and these fellows get caught up there. Kaschid dhiraha, very few escape. Most of us get trapped. Now we have to understand what are these traps. Everywhere this trap is there. Family can be a trap. Profession can be a trap. Right? Food can be a trap. Everything is a trap. Relationship can be a trap. Wealth can be a trap. That is why it is said, Vitatasya pasham. Spread everywhere. So what happens in this trap? You interact with a vastu, vyakti, paristhiti. We had discussed earlier also. Thing, being and situation. That interaction is called karma. In that interaction, I get sukha, let us say. So when I get sukha, what happens? Raga is created. So karma, sukha dukha as karma phala. Then what happens? Raga dvesha as samskaras, as vasanas. This is the cycle. I interact with someone, I interact with something, I like it. There is sukham. So then the desire of liking comes. So now my action will be based on these likes and dislikes. Again and again I perform action based on likes and dislikes. Slowly what happens? The likes and dislike becomes very strong. They become intense vasanas in me. And when they become intense vasanas in me, at the time of death, these likes and dislikes erupt. And these likes and dislikes in turn decides my next birth. So here mrityu means What is mrityu? Coming back again and again to this world is called mrityu here. So all these sense objects, the moment I develop ragadvesha towards them, these ragadveshas have the potential to give me a new birth. This is the meaning. And the moment I am born, what is the reality of birth? Death is the reality. The fellow has to die. So only that aspect is taken to create vairagya in us. Mrityoho pasham. We are born only to die. This is the point. The ultimate reality of this life is death. Whatever you have earned, everything you have to leave and go. The final reality is death. So therefore, when you come to this world, beware. Are you entangling yourself or are you freeing yourself with this given birth? This is the question. What are you doing? Are you intelligently living life? What is the sign of intelligent living? If you are making use of this birth to free yourself from the already available entanglements, then you are intelligent. You are a dhira. But if you are creating more and more entanglements, then you are a bala. Now please keep this in mind. It is not the family which is the problem. It is not the wealth which is the problem. What is the problem? The ragadvesha, unhealthy relationship. This is the problem. Please understand this. As long as we are born in this world, we will have a family, we will have to depend on somebody or the other. That is not the problem. The problem is our unhealthy attachment. The ragadvesha, that is the problem. Right. And how do we develop unhealthy attachment? When we don't have the right knowledge, we develop unhealthy attachment. Anyway, more we will have to discuss on this. Little more depth we will have to go. That we will see tomorrow. Okay. Om Namo Narayanaya. 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 Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Sarve Santu Niramayah. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Asato Ma Sadgamaya. Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.